The German Shepherd does not believe it is just a dog. It believes it is an employee, a supervisor, possibly the CEO. This breed doesn't simply exist in a home, it operates in it. To understand a German Shepherd, you have to understand one core truth. This dog is mentally wired for purpose. Without a job, it will invent one, and you may not like that job. German Shepherds were engineered for thinking before they were bred for looks. Their minds are constantly active, scanning the environment like a radar system that never powers down. They notice patterns, disruptions, and inconsistencies most humans overlook. Someone entering the room, a door left half open, a routine broken by 10 minutes. This mental alertness isn't restlessness or anxiety. It's how the breed stays regulated. For a German Shepherd, understanding what's happening equals feeling safe. When the world makes sense, the dog is calm, focused, and confident. The problem begins when there is no structure to analyze. A German Shepherd without tasks doesn't relax. It starts assigning itself responsibilities. It might decide the window needs guarding, the family needs herding, or the vacuum cleaner is a recurring threat that must be confronted daily. These behaviors aren't signs of a bad dog. They're signs of an unused working brain searching for relevance. Give a German Shepherd direction, and its mind settles. Remove direction, and the mind stays awake, alert, and busy, sometimes at your expense. A German Shepherd's loyalty is not emotional chaos. It's calculated trust. This breed doesn't attach itself to everyone in the room. Instead, it studies people over time, watching how they move, speak, and respond under pressure. It bonds most strongly with individuals who are consistent and decisive, not necessarily the loudest or most affectionate. To a German Shepherd, reliability equals safety. Once that trust is formed, the bond becomes solid and enduring, closer to a partnership than simple attachment. This selective loyalty is why German Shepherds don't immediately warm up to strangers. They're not unfriendly. They're cautious by design. They observe first, gather information, and then decide how much access someone deserves. This makes them incredibly dependable companions, but poor candidates for chaotic households with unclear leadership. When a German Shepherd knows who to follow, it follows deeply and without hesitation. When leadership is weak or inconsistent, the dog doesn't become rebellious. It becomes uncertain, and uncertainty is the one thing this breed dislikes most. German Shepherds are natural risk managers. Their brain is wired to detect irregularities and decide whether those irregularities matter. They don't react to every sound or movement. They analyze it. A footstep outside, a stranger lingering too long, a sudden shift in tone. These are all data points. The dog pauses, observes, and evaluates before choosing a response. This is why German Shepherds often appear calm right up until the moment they act. Because they are so sensitive to threat signals, early exposure matters. A well-socialized German Shepherd learns what normal looks like, which allows it to ignore harmless activity and reserve energy for real concerns. Without that exposure, the dog may treat uncertainty as danger and overcommit to protection. To the German Shepherd, guarding isn't aggression, it's responsibility. And like any dedicated security professional, it takes that responsibility very seriously, sometimes a little too seriously if no one sets the rules. German Shepherds don't just learn commands, they learn systems. They pay attention to cause and effect, tone, timing, and follow-through. If you say sit, but don't enforce it, the dog records that as optional behavior. If rules change depending on your mood, the dog adapts faster than you do. This isn't stubbornness or defiance, it's cognitive efficiency. The German Shepherd brain is designed to optimize outcomes, not blindly obey. This level of intelligence means the breed thrives under clear, consistent training and unravels under sloppy leadership. A German Shepherd trained well becomes precise, reliable, and almost predictive, often responding before the command is finished. A German Shepherd trained poorly doesn't shut down. It experiments. It tests boundaries, negotiates rules, and sometimes rewrites them entirely. When people say this breed is too smart for its own good, what they really mean is that the dog noticed the gaps before they did. This breed operates with a high level of emotional awareness. Changes in posture, tone, breathing, and energy are picked up almost instantly. Stress doesn't need to be announced. It's detected. When tension enters the room, behavior shifts. The dog may become more alert, more protective, or unusually quiet, depending on what it believes the situation requires. These reactions aren't emotional mirroring. They're situational adjustments. Rather than seeking comfort the way softer breeds do, the response is often to stabilize the environment. Standing close, positioning between people, or maintaining eye contact are all ways of monitoring emotional risk. If uncertainty is sensed in a human, control may be attempted, not out of dominance, but out of necessity. From the dog's perspective, emotional instability creates vulnerability, and vulnerability demands action. Judgment isn't cruelty here, it's assessment. A sharp mind paired with boundless energy can be a blessing or a disaster. Without mental challenges, this breed doesn't just nap, it strategizes. Toys, repetitive walks, or vague attention won't satisfy the need for purpose. When the brain is idle, it invents tasks, and those tasks often involve things you'd rather stay intact: shoes, furniture, or the laundry basket. To keep this dog balanced, stimulation must be deliberate. Physical exercise alone isn't enough. Problem-solving activities, obedience drills, or real jobs are essential. When given these, the dog is calm, confident, and cooperative. Deprive it, and the result is restlessness, anxiety, and creative destruction. In short, a busy German Shepherd is a happy German Shepherd. A bored one is an accidental interior decorator with teeth. Treating this breed like a casual pet is a recipe for frustration. They don't thrive on vague affection or inconsistent rules. Clear expectations, consistent routines, and firm but fair leadership are what allow the dog to excel. Without them, the intelligence and drive that make the breed remarkable turn into chaos. Leadership doesn't mean dominance, it means clarity. When the rules are obvious and the structure predictable, the dog relaxes and becomes a loyal, reliable partner. Fail to provide that framework, and the dog doesn't sulk. It invents its own system, often putting itself in charge. In this breed's mind, taking the lead isn't rebellion. It's fulfilling a responsibility no one else seems capable of handling.